Привіт, друзі! Вітаю на каналі VERBA. Today we are having the 11th lesson for beginners and we will talk about adverbs or прислівники in Ukrainian. We will find out what it is and how to use it in sentences. Here, by the way, you can see a small spoiler. Він біжить швидко, він біжить повільно. Швидко і повільно are adverbs. So these are those words that help us to describe additional characteristics in the sentence. But before we will start talking about them in details, I want to remind you that in VERBA school you could have individual online lessons of the Ukrainian language. Our teachers will be glad to help you to learn our beautiful language and to master it. So if you want to join our free trial lesson and to try it out, you can just email me or sign up for the trial lesson via the link in video description on our website. We will be glad to see you in our school. And let's begin. So what is an adverb? An adverb is a part of speech that describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Sometimes it even describes the whole sentence. And usually it answers to such questions as how, як, in Ukrainian, як, how much, скільки, how often, як часто, and so on. There are many different categories of adverbs, like category of place, category of time, and so on. But today we will learn the most basic of them. And the good news is that all the adverbs are always unchangeable. This is the only one independent part of speech in Ukrainian that is unchangeable. It means it doesn't have genders, doesn't have number, cases, conjugations, or anything else. So it is enough just to learn the word, its meaning, and to learn how to use it in the sentence. And that's all. You have managed this topic. Let's see a couple of examples. Вона багато працює. Багато працює. So she works a lot. Here the adverb багато describes a verb працює. Another example. Сьогодні так спекотно. Сьогодні так спекотно. Basically in this sentence we have two adverbs. Так and спекотно. Спекотно means it's hot. Oh, it's hot today. And так means so much. Today is so hot. And here так makes stronger the next adverb. Спекотно. So hot. Right? Another example. Це дуже смачно. Дуже смачно. It is very delicious or tasty. Here we also have two adverbs. Смачно, tasty or delicious, and дуже as very. And this very makes the next adverb stronger. Here you just need to be attentive and not confuse adverbs with adjectives, because a lot of them are very similar to each other but have different endings. Let's compare. Вона погана акторка. Вона погано грає в кіно. So what is the difference between these two sentences? The first one we could translate as she is a bad actress. The second one, she plays in the cinema badly. So in the second one, the adverb answers the question how. How she plays. How does she play? And in the first one, we have an adjective that characterizes actually a noun. She is a bad who? Bad actress. Right? So adjectives describe nouns, and adverbs usually describe either a verb or an adjective or another adverb. I hope this is clear. Also, you can see that adjectives could be changeable. Погано, поганий, погані. It has numbers and genders, while adverb is unchangeable. And most of the adverbs that we will learn today will have ending or. It's very popular for adverbs, but it's not the only one option. The endings of the adverb can be really different depending on its category. Let's see more examples. Він гарний музикант, він гарно грає на піаніно. Гарний музикант, adjective plus noun, but гарно грає, adverb plus verb. And another example. Це швидкий потяг, і цей потяг їде швидко. Швидкий, adjective, швидко, adverb. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, as usually, let me know in the comments. Let's go on. Let's actually learn some very popular, frequent adverbs in Ukrainian. And at first, we need to learn those words that answer the question how good something is. And we have here 5 the most popular options. Чудово, чудово. Добре, добре. Нормально. And here be attentive. In Ukrainian, нормально is not like normal in English. It's not something that happens usually, for example. It's like okay or well. For this we say нормально. Погано, погано, and жахливо, жахливо, awful. How we can use them in the sentences. Як твої справи? Дякую, чудово. Дякую, чудово. I hope you can translate the meaning of these examples by yourself. I, on purpose, didn't write the translation. If something is difficult, I want you to stop the video and check yourself and write down the new vocabulary. This way, it will be more useful for you. But this dialogue should be clear. Як твої справи? Дякую, чудово. The next one. Мій друг добре грає на гітарі. Мій друг добре грає на гітарі. Добре грає. So he plays well. He plays good. The next one. Бути не в гуморі – це нормально. Бути не в гуморі – це нормально. The phrase бути не в гуморі is kind of set expression or idiom that literally can be translated as being not in humor, but actually it means being in a bad mood. So being in a bad mood, it's okay, it's normal. Бути не в гуморі – це нормально. The next one. Я погано плаваю. Я погано плаваю. So this is how well can I swim? Погано. That's about me. The next one. Вона жахливо співає. Вона жахливо співає. So this is about how well she is singing. Жахливо. Okay. The next category. How loud something is. And here we have the options. Гучно або голосно. These two adverbs are synonyms and they both mean loud. Гучно, голосно. Тихо, тихо, quietly. And мовчки, silently. Мовчки. Let's see in examples. Музика в клубі грає дуже гучно. Дуже гучно. We have even 2 adverbs here. Дуже and гучно. I think the meaning is clear. In the club, right? The music is loud. The next one. Сусід, which is a neighbor. Сусід голосно грає на гітарі. Сусід голосно грає на гітарі. Poor lady who is his neighbor. Okay, the next one. В парку дуже тихо. В парку дуже тихо. So the girl enjoys the quiet in the park, right? And the last one here. Вона мовчки малює. Вона мовчки малює. By the way, almost every sentence here has a verb, like грає, малює. If you are not sure how to conjugate the verbs in Ukrainian, you can watch our previous lesson number 10. Here will be the link. And find out how we actually change the verbs in Ukrainian language. It's a very important topic, if you missed it. Okay, let's go on. How fast something is. Which adverbs we could use to describe the speed? Швидко, швидко, так? І повільно, повільно. Швидко, fast, повільно, slow. So, автівка їде швидко. Автівка їде швидко. А велосипед їде повільно. Велосипед їде повільно. So here we compare the speed of the car and the bicycle. Автівка їде швидко, велосипед повільно. Так, good. Let's go on. How interesting something is. And we have two options. Цікаво. Цікаво. Interesting. Цікаво. And the opposite. Нудно. Dull or boring. Нудно. So, let's see the examples. Джордж Мартін пише книжки дуже цікаво, але дуже повільно, right? So, he writes the books very interestingly, дуже цікаво. And here we have also але дуже повільно. Повільно, the adverb from the previous slide, slowly, right? So he writes it them interestingly, but slowly. And the next one. Учитель говорить дуже нудно. Учитель говорить дуже нудно. I hope this is not about this lesson. At least I hope so. Okay, let's go on. The next category. How much or how many. And these adverbs are very, very popular. And they also even can be used with the nouns. Like when we say a lot of something or little amount, yeah, of something. So, багато, a lot, many, and мало, little or a few. Let's see in examples. Він багато читає, so reads a lot, and він мало відпочиває, відпочиває, so відпочивати, to have rest, so he has really a little of rest, so it's not enough, right? Мало відпочиває. Okay, so these two adverbs must be remembered because they are very frequent. And the next one, how warm something is. We usually use it about the weather or just the temperature in the room or outside. So, холодно, right? Тепло, це комфортна температура, comfortable temperature, right? And спекотно, we already had it on one of the first slides. Спекотно, so hot. Here, by the way, pay attention and don't confuse. You remember when we learned adjectives? By the way, the lesson is there. You can also watch it if you missed it. For adjectives, we learned with you hot as гарячий. But гарячий will be used about something that is hot on touch. For example, hot tea, hot coffee, different drinks, food or anything that you touch. For example, гарячий телефон, because of working hardly. But when we speak about adverb and we say it is hot, then we use the word спекотно. Спекотно. Or we also have an adjective, an adjective for it when we say спекотний день, which means hot day, when it's about the weather and the heat. So don't confuse these two words. Okay, so let's see the examples. В горах дуже холодно. В горах, in the mountains, it's very cold. В горах дуже холодно. На дворі тепло сьогодні. На дворі тепло сьогодні. What is на дворі? Actually, this is one more adverb. And it means outside. Outside. Literally, we could translate it as on the yard. But we translate it as outside. На дворі. На дворі тепло сьогодні. Outside it is warm today. And the last example. Сьогодні дуже спекотно. Сьогодні дуже спекотно. So it's very hot today, right? By the way, what is the weather there where you are today? Тепло, спекотно, холодно. У нас сьогодні тепло. Okay. And the last slide for today and the last category of adverbs that I want you to learn. But these adverbs you must learn. These are adverbs of frequency. And we really use them frequently. They describe how often, how regularly something is happening. And we must remember them, of course. So, never, ніколи, ніколи, rarely or seldom, рідко, рідко, sometimes, іноді, іноді, often, часто, часто. Remember that ch in Ukrainian is always hard, so cha, часто. Usually, зазвичай, зазвичай. Always, завжди or завжди. Here is an interesting thing. You can see that in this word, always, we have two stresses. What it means? It doesn't mean that the word has two stresses. It's called подвійний наголос, like double stress, which means that we could use any of these stresses. So they both are equally and allowed to use as завжди or завжди. Both options will be correct. Завжди, завжди. The next one, regularly. Регулярно, регулярно. Quite easy to remember. And constantly is постійно, постійно. Okay, let's see some sentences with them. Я ніколи не п'ю алкоголь. I think the meaning is clear. Я ніколи не п'ю алкоголь. П'ю is drink, right? So, here what we need to pay attention is that with ніколи, never, we always use double negation. It means that we always have to use after ніколи the particle не. Ніколи не. Я ніколи не п'ю, я ніколи не їм, я ніколи не роблю, and so on. So always after ніколи will go не, if after it you use any verb. I never don't do something. This is how we say in Ukrainian, and this is called double negation. If you miss the не, then it will be a mistake, quite rude one. So don't miss it. Я ніколи не п'ю алкоголь. The next one. Я рідко їм м'ясо. Я рідко їм м'ясо. What it means? I rarely eat meat. Я рідко їм м'ясо. The next one. Іноді я ходжу в кіно. Іноді я ходжу в кіно. So sometimes I go to the cinema. Іноді я ходжу в кіно. The next one. Я часто готую борщ. Я часто готую борщ. So I often cook борщ. That's not true. Not so often. Okay, the next one. Зазвичай я не слухаю аудіокниги. That's about me. Це про мене. Зазвичай я не слухаю аудіокниги. So usually I don't listen to audiobooks. Я завжди читаю новини вранці. Я завжди, or завжди could be, читаю новини вранці. What it means? I always read news in the morning. Вранці is in the morning. We also had the lesson about parts of the day, months, and different other time. You can watch it via the link here. The next one. Я регулярно ходжу в басейн. Я регулярно ходжу в басейн. Басейн – це місце, де можна плавати. So basically this is a pool, swimming pool, басейн. Я регулярно ходжу в басейн. I wish it could be true, but no. Okay, the last one. Я постійно думаю про роботу. Я постійно думаю про роботу. I constantly think about work. I hope these examples were clear. And now I want you to practice, because we don't change these adverbs, as I said already. We never change them. That is why we just need to remember them. And to remember, what you can do flashcards with phrases. It's better to learn these adverbs as any other verbs in the phrases. So what you can do flashcards and repeat, or you can practice right now, take a couple of minutes, and write down your examples with these adverbs in the comments, and I will check them out. So I will give you a feedback. It could be phrases or sentences, and this will be the best way for you to memorize this new vocabulary. Here you can see all the list that we learned today. Of course, with every step of learning Ukrainian, you will learn more and more, but you need to practice each of them. So I hope you will do it. And basically that is all. I hope you will give me a thumb up for this video. I hope that you really enjoyed it. And first of all, today I want, as usual, to thank my patrons who support my work, my YouTube channel, and my direction teaching Ukrainian, because thanks to you, I keep filming, keep making these videos, and really, guys, дуже дякую. Дуже дякую. Here is the list of all my patrons who support me every month on Patreon. If somebody wants to join, and by the way, to receive access to the slides to each of my grammar lesson, you can also join me on Patreon. The link will be in the video description. And that is all for today. Here you can watch more videos like this on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. And of course my Patreon link if you'd like to support this channel. So guys, thank you very much. I hope we'll see each other on this Friday in the next lesson. And good luck! Хай щастить! Бувайте!